Hi friends, welcome to Rose Kitchen and Garden. So every year these lanterns I bring from India. But obviously as we all know past 2 years I haven't been to India, so I thought let me make my own lanterns because trust me, without these lanterns Diwali is incomplete for me. So I've tried my hands on these lanterns for the first time and I thought I should share it with you. So we need two 1 inch by 28 cm strips. We need three 1 inch by 14 cm strips, and I've just taken any cardboard and I've cut these strips. Then I want these two golden strips. These are like 1 cm by 28 cm. Yeah, so 1 cm is the width and 28 cm is the length. Then 4 by 4 by 4, I need 12 to 14 such squares. This is a tissue paper. Then this is 1 cm of these small golden strips. I've used some golden card paper, and these are 14 cm by 28 to 30 cm. Okay, we need four such tissue papers. This quality tissue paper, you will find this in My Art Friend, which is a stationery shop here in Singapore. This is a very nice quality tissue sheets. So now first, this 1 inch by 28 cm strip, I am going to bring both the edges together and make a circle. This is my top and bottom of the lantern, or the Akash Kandil that we call. So I'm going to staple this because it secures better. Now take the reference of the first one and make a second one exactly similar. Again, staple it nicely, staple the edges. Yeah, and then after these two stands are ready, this is our top and the bottom. Then the 1 by 14 cm 1 inch by 14 cm, the three strips that we had taken, those become the central support, so the central stand. So we need three such. You can even keep four, but don't keep two because then two becomes very delicate. So here, put the end of that strip to the base of this stand, so the top of the stand and the base of the stand. So this has to, these three strips have to completely cover the two rings that we have. Yeah, so here I'm making sure that it's nicely secured on the top and then at the bottom. So make sure they are aligned and then you staple them. So here we have three. Now this 14 by 28 30 cm I had said, we need that to, I said I made it 28 but it fell short, so you make it 30, so you completely cover this stand with the tissue paper. Okay, this is the skeleton of the lantern. I'm using hot glue gun. You can even use Fevicol or any kind of glue. Be very careful of the hot glue gun. I know how much I've burnt myself in this process. So here we are. I've taken a pencil to secure it because it's really hot. So this is it. We've covered this stand. Now next what we need to do is those 4 by 4 squares that we had, you fold them exactly to the center, like join those two ends diagonally though, right, this way. Okay, and then fold it right in the center line. So these two edges you bring together and you secure, and your reference should be the center line. Then they look nice and they are not misshapen. So now I'm going to put some glue on the edge, like one tiny drop, and then I'm going to bring it together, secure it nicely. And that 1 cm tiny golden square, remember that we had cut out, that again put another tiny drop of hot glue or glue and stick it on top of the joint where you've brought both those edges together here, like this. I have made a few and kept. Now you need around 12 to 13, but just safety sake, if you wanted to look more denser, you can make 14 such shapes and keep such cylinders. Yeah, so now we start attaching the top and the bottom. I have already attached three because I want to show you how it looks. It's better if you keep the orientation towards one side. It really looks nice. So here I've attached the top part, and then I'm going to attach the lower part with another drop of glue. This tissue paper here was very strong and very nice, and it had beautiful colors. I actually overbought, so because couldn't resist myself from shopping. The colors were that beautiful. Now you keep attaching, so all the 14 or 12, how much ever your lantern skeleton needs. You will need 14, just like me, because denser looks better. Now we had cut that strip, remember it was 1 cm by 28 to 30 cm. 30 will overlap, you can keep 28 also. So but if you don't mind it overlapping, it looks better, so keep 1 cm by 30 cm. So here again I'm taking the edge and putting it on one corner, and then apply hot glue gun. You can even staple it to secure it better. Whatever you feel like doing, just feel comfortable and just do whatever suits you. Now remember, we had taken 4 such 14 cm by 28 cm. 2 we attached to the skeleton of the lantern, the other 2 left. Now I'm going to fold it into half, then fold it into quarters, and I'm going to start cutting the bottom. I will not cut it completely. I will keep the edge secure and just cut fringes. Those fringes become the tail of the lantern. Now I'm going to so if you've noticed, I have not put the golden strip at the bottom. First let us stick this tail to the lantern, and then we'll put the golden tape. So here I'm again putting glue. This stage needs to be done a little cautiously because it's a little awkward when you're applying it. So what I did was I put the lantern at the bottom, I tilted the lantern, yes, like so, and slowly I started putting the glue on the skeleton of the lantern itself, the stand. All right, here we go, and then keep securing. Again, if you want, yeah, just use a stapler and staple it to secure. Longer the better. The longer the tail is, the prettier it looks. So let me give you that suggestion. I have few lanterns there where the tails are longer, and I thought they looked far more prettier than a shorter tail. And when they sway in the wind, the sound that they make, trust me, that is very nostalgic. That is one memory of Diwali. That's why I love Diwali. You know, those sounds, the the crispness in the air, the snacks, the fragrances, floating around in the air during Diwali. Oh my God, I miss Bombay. I miss Mumbai. And my parents always made sure that they sent these lanterns to me. Where they shop in bulk during Diwali, and then they courier it to me. I have some in my cupboard, of course, but I don't like the color, and they're old and they're squashed. So I thought I should make, and yeah, we've secured the top golden tape also, and now I'm making hole and trying a string to it. Now you can adjust the length of your string, short, long, however you want it. And here our lantern is almost done. It's very easy to make. It's time consuming, yes. It's a very good activity with kids, but don't use hot glue gun if you're making it with kids. Just use your normal glue or your stapler pin, and always supervised. Keep them supervised. Yeah. So this is it, friends. I thoroughly enjoyed making these lanterns, and I don't need to prove it because you can see the amount of colors and the amount of lanterns I have made. I really enjoyed myself. It has taken me around 2 days to make 18 lanterns, 16 lanterns. These are all the colors that I've made. And I hope you liked today's DIY, and I hope you're going to make it. If you have any doubts, do feel free to ask me, and do like the video if you like it. Bye. Take care.